What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal, this is Bond Book Reviews, and today it is time for another round of Pick Pong. However, this time it is the special edition. It is Pick-Pong-A-Thon month. If you are unfamiliar with what Pick Pong or Pick-Pong-A-Thon is, I will have the entire Pick Pong playlist linked down below, and I will also have the announcement video to Pick-Pong-A-Thon linked down below. Pick Pong is my monthly TBR game that I play every month to determine what books I'm going to be reading for the month. It is based loosely around beer pong, and it is all kinds of chaos. Chaos is my brand. That is what we're here for. Pick-Pong-A-Thon is a readathon that I host to go around that TBR game. It allows you to play at home. So you can either do it one of two ways. You can either get your own cups and play yourself, or you can use the random number generator version that I have created so that you can play without having to buy all the things. I am joined by some lovely co-hosts this year, so they will also be playing along. Make sure you go and check out their videos as well. And I plan on creating a TBR playlist with everyone that participates and plays and uploads a TBR on YouTube or anywhere that I can list. But there is also a Discord where everything is kind of being discussed, TBRs, buddy reads, all of that stuff. So go check that out. It is linked down below as well. But for this month, we are going to be playing, obviously, Pick Pong to determine what I'm going to be reading. As you can see, I only really have my red books out because I'm in the middle of moving. We still haven't moved into the new house yet. And the only books I really have out are books that are for Team Red for the Amazing Readathon. It is currently the 22nd of August, and I'm going to be filming my TBR to determine what I'm going to be reading for Pick-Pong-A-Thon. I am also going to be participating in Rom-Com-A-Thon and Paige's Evil-A-Thon. I don't even remember what it's called. Readathon, which I'll also have linked down below. So I kind of want to put a whole bunch of romance books on this TBR, but I also want to potentially have some other options because her prompts are being dropped randomly throughout the month. So I hope that if I pick books that are semi-genre, if I pick books that are like kind of general or that I can manipulate for other things, then that'll allow me to be a little bit more flexible for those as well. I am going to use my usual 5 books and hopefully not end up with too many punishments, because although I read a total of like 20 something books so far in the month of August, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that again in September. It was a crazy month. I had so much fun with the Amazing Readathon. It has definitely brought back my love of reading, and I have loved having the prompts dropped randomly on me. It's made for like some really fun reads that I may not have picked up otherwise. And I really enjoyed doing the lifestyle version of Pick Pong last month. I did pass. I did everything except for get my car cleaned, but that was because the business that does the car cleaning at my work was shut down for the whole month of August, of course. So I'm going to count it as a pass. I'm not going to take a reward or a punishment at the start of this month because I feel like it's not really fair to get a reward when I was doing like lifestyle stuff. But yeah, I went a whole week with no coffee. That was difficult. I made sure that I, went op shopping. I cleaned out my car. Although I didn't get it washed, I cleaned out my car. And I, did all the other fun things. It was a great time. I had a good month where I was able to just read whatever the hell I wanted to get me ready for Pick-Pong-A-Thon. I do have a couple of books, obviously, that I would like to hope to get on this TBR for this month. Let's go through a couple of those and then we'll jump into the throws. So firstly, I have A Wish for Us by Tilly Cole. This is the new Tilly Cole, who wrote 1,000 Boy Kisses. This is an EDM dance king, and I know nothing else about this other than the fact that a couple of us from work are going to try and buddy read this, along with the category manager for fiction, who does not read this kind of book, and then we're going to hopefully talk about it on the podcast. So I'm hoping to get that one in here if I can, because I have to read it anyways. There's The First Move by Jenny Ireland. I know that one of the girls in marketing at work is going to be reading another book that's also like chess based, so we jokingly said that we would both read a chess book and then talk about it. I really want to read Set on You by Amy Lee. This has been on my wish list for a really long time. I finally got a copy and I haven't gotten around to it yet for the Amazing Readathon, which was my plan because it's a pink red book, and like I may, but like I'm going to try and put it on this TBR as well just in case I don't get around to it. And then lastly, we have The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic, which is a Gilmore Girls meets Practical Magic new book that's coming out in October that I really want to get to. I have the arc of that. So they're kind of like the only ones I really would like to hope to get on here. Also coming out in September is the new Witsec book in the Witsec series. I still need to read book 3. I was waiting until the 4th one came out before I decided to do it. I think it comes out on the first weekend of September, if I recall correctly. So I need to read book 3 and book 4 in the Witsec series some point, because we buddy read that with the besties and I just like can't fall behind. So hopefully I can get that on here somewhere as well. And then, yeah, we'll just see where the rest of the throws take us. So let's jump into the throws. Alrighty, here we go. Time for prompt number 1. So that's 2 misses, 3 misses, but we get it in on the 4th try. So our first prompt for Pick-Pong-A-Thon round 3 is newest published. And we will replace that prompt with the 2020 release. Time for prompt number 2. That's miss 4. And that's miss 5, which means we're doing 6 books. Okay, misses reset. Let's try again for book number 2. Okay, so that's 3 misses. Okay, we take it. So our second prompt is LGBTQIA+. Now this on your game will have a reward on it, but I obviously didn't change my rewards and punishments. They just go with like rolling over whatever's on previous games. So I won't get a reward for this one. And we will replace that prompt with Goodreads recommendation. Time for book number 3, and we've got 2 misses left. And we get it with 1 miss to spare. Prompt number 3 is independent, and it has a punishment on it. So first we'll replace the prompt and then we'll find my punishment. So the replacement prompt will be Instagram poll, and my punishment will be Paige, I got it too. Take away half the cups. Okay, so we've taken away half our cups. I have 1 miss left. Otherwise I have to do 7 prompts. And we're getting book number 4. Okay. Book number 4 is a pet pick. So I don't have a pet. I have a baby. So I'm either going to get Addie to help me pick. When I get her home from daycare, I'll film her picking a book for me. Or I will get one of the co-hosts' pets to pick for me. I will send them out a message now and see what I can do. But if none of them have a pet that can help me pick, I will use Addie. And I'll just insert the footage at some point in this video. Okay, so we will replace that prompt with a buddy read. Okay, book number 5 of 6, and I still only have 1 miss left. Oh my God. Whew. All right. Book 5 is a standalone and there is a reward on it. So let's, I feel a bit better now. I'm not gonna get too confident because I know it's gonna fucking bite me in the ass. I'm probably still gonna end up with 10 books, but I'm gonna take it. Let's find out what my reward is. We'll replace the prompt first. So it is being replaced with map, and my reward is extra ball. Okay, if you haven't been here for extra ball before, the way that it works is I effectively get to throw 2 balls. If both go in a cup, then they both count, and I do both prompts. If none go in, it counts as a miss. If one goes in, it counts as that prompt and I don't get the second miss. I hope that makes sense. Now I only have obviously 1 miss left, but I still get to throw 2 balls. If both go in, then it will count as book 6 and 7, and I can choose which one because I technically only have to do 6 books. If I get 1 in, it counts as book 6 and the other one doesn't count. If I miss both, then I have to do 7 books because it counts as my final miss and tops me over for 5 misses. Too much. All right, let me get an extra ball. Okay, here we go. We have 2 balls. Just a reminder, I'm throwing both at the same time. If one goes in, it counts as my 6th and final book. If they both go in, I get to pick which one of those two prompts I want to use as my 6th and final prompt. If they both miss, then it counts as my 5th miss and I have to do 7 books. So please, one of you go in. Okay, it's all right. One went in, one went in. It's fine. So my 6th book, of course, no. It's a random number generator, but it has a punishment on it. So I need to make sure that that punishment is not add an extra book or something that's going to make me have to keep playing. So let me grab my punishment and then we'll do our random number generator. So my punishment is kneeling throw, which doesn't affect because I don't have any more throws left. So we only have 6 books for Pick-Pong-A-Thon in September. Let's get our number. And I won't do it on camera because it keeps setting off everyone's Alexas. You guys can just trust that I'm not lying about the number that she generated. Okay, so the number that she picked is number 34. So I am going to have a look at my Kindle TBR, my Audible TBR, my physical TBR, the 34th on each of those, and then pick one of those 3. Let's go talk about what I'm gonna read for the month. Okay, let's talk about what books we're gonna read. So for LGBTQIA+, I'm actually going to listen to a novella that I have on Audible. I got this when we were doing Face Off Weekend for Amazing Readathon, and I still wanna read it. I will still want to listen to it. It's an Audible original novella, I believe, called Crimes of Passion. And it's about 2 rival podcasters that have like this enemies to lovers type situation. So yeah, that's going to be what I'm going to choose for that. For standalone, I am going to read Set on You by Amy Lee. This is a curvy main love interest firefighter romance type situation. I've heard both positive and negative things about this, but it has been on my list for a really long time, and I know that it's like all over TikTok, so I kind of have FOMO. So that's what I'm going to do for standalone. For independent, I'm going to do the 3rd book in the Witsex series, which is Love Me by Ashley N. Rostek, ready for when the 4th one comes out. And that rolls over into newest published because that book, the 4th book, is actually released on the 31st of August. And considering this is my September TBR, I have a feeling that it will be the newest published book I have on my TBR by the time I choose my September TBR. I obviously have books that are coming out like after that, or ones that have been released recently that I could choose, but the one that's going to be the most recently published will be the one that was published on the 31st of August. And that is Free Me, which is book 4 in that series. So I'm going to do both book 3 and book 4 for independent and newest published. For my random number generator, she chose book number 34. I went to my physical TBR shelf on Goodreads, and book number 34 is actually the 3rd book in a series that I haven't actually started yet. So I just went down until I found a book that wasn't part of that series, and I got Serious Moonlight by Jen Bennett, which ironically, one of my co-hosts is reading for the month anyways. So you know what? We can buddy read this together, Paige, if you like. It works out really, really well because I'm also not like overly excited for this book, so we can kind of both go into it. Again, I was really excited when I first heard about it, but I also think I've kind of outgrown that kind of style. So we can read it together and see if we are correct in our reading styles. Now for pet pick, obviously I need to have Addie or someone else's pet pick for me. I think I'm going to use Addie when she gets home from daycare. And I think it's only fitting that I get her to pick between the 3 books that I need to read for work anyways. So those are the Practical Magic vs. Gilmore Girls thing, The Unfortunate Side Effects of Heartbreak and Magic by Brienne Randall. The new Tilly Cole, which is A Wish for Us. And The First Move by Jenny Ireland. So I'm going to pretty much put these all out on the floor. Don't even need to put food on them. She'll just crawl to one and pick one. And whatever she picks, I'll insert the footage here of whichever one she picks, and that will be the one that I read. Okay, so we have our 3 choices here. We have First Move, A Wish from Us, or the new Gilmore Girls magic combo. We have a baby dressed up ready for book week. Time to go pick me a book, baby. You ready? Come and pick mommy a book. Which book? Which book? That one. Okay. We're going to read A Wish for Us by Tilly Cole. Oh, you got Nala. Come here. Say thank you. So the only physical books that I'm going to be reading is this one and one of these 3. And then the rest are either going to be audiobooks or on my Kindle. So it's going to be a good time. I'm very, very excited. I'm happy with this TBR. I got a few romance in there, which will really work well for Rom-Com-A-Thon. I got some ones in that I'm really excited for and that I think I'll be able to binge read really quickly. Also, a lot of these I'm going to be able to read with some co-hosts that are participating in, or people that are participating in Pick-Pong-A-Thon. If there's any of those books that I am reading that you also plan on reading or would like to read in the month and you want to try and set up a buddy read, there is a buddy read channel in the Discord for Pick-Pong-A-Thon. You can go and drop a link there and just tag me so that I am aware to try and time it around you. But without further ado, that is what I'm reading in September. Thank you so much. I really, really hope that you can come and join us for Pick-Pong-A-Thon. There's going to be lots of sprints between myself and all the other co-hosts, and there's a giveaway. If you didn't see that in the announcement, yep, you can win yourself a book just by participating. So thank you so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe, because I'd love to have you join. And until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend and happy reading. Bye.